Hi, everyone. I'm Michael Bruce, CMO at Agent Moves, and welcome to our Good to Great series. We're all about sharing amazing stories of how top realtors got here so we can help more realtors become great. So let's jump in today with our guest. Meet Kito Smith. Welcome, Kito.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you, Michael. Thank you for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. So, I love introducing agents with something not related to real estate. We're going to get deep into that. So, some interesting stuff on Kito. Played basketball and track in college. That's, first of all, two sports in school is beyond amazing. We talked a little bit before this. I have three kids that played sports in college, and it's a full-time job. People don't realize it. And we were talking about how I always hire people at. If I see that they played sports in school, they're like top of my list. So we're going to talk about that. And incredibly, he is the last of 14 children and has a brother who's married 48 years. And I think you're 46. Is that what you said?
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm true quintessential afterthought for sure. I
Yeah. But we
accept my
know that
role.
the last kids are the best kids in the
Yeah.
family, right?
I'm pretty sure I'm the best in our family, at least.
That's it. That's it. Yeah. So talk a little bit about, what you brought from, playing sports in school. We'll talk about realty in a little bit, but just to business.
So for me, I think the tenacity of just competition, it's not only mano y mano, right? But you also have to learn how to be in a cohesive team. And so I really feel as if that being in that team environment and that competitive nature helped me, it kind of shaped and mold not only business, but in life on how to actually share, give, be kind, be understanding of other people's plights. Because if somebody makes a mistake on the basketball court, you have to shake it off. You can't get mad at them, run over there, yelling and screaming. So you shake it off and you go on. You, you, you pat them on the back and you keep it moving. So in business, everything's not going to go your way. So you have to keep a level head and move on to the next play. In life, there's never a perfect picture of how things are supposed to go. It's ever evolving. And I think that as we grow and we get more mature in our lives, right? And we get into, I'm in my 40s now. I think I put on some readers the other day and the letters were like really like perfect. And I was like, oh God. So when we
Welcome.
get
Well,
yeah, so when we get a little bit mature in age, I think that a lot of those things from back from the past that we dealt with and we go through where we derived from are now prevalent in our minds, and we use all of those tools that we learn to be a better person, a better individual, a better father, better team leader, better coach, and things of that nature. So.
yeah, yeah. No, excellent. Great analogy too to the plays and it, not happening one play, maybe it's the next one, but like you get
Mhm.
on. Yeah. So tell us where does real estate come in? What happens after college?
Well, after college, I was just trying to find my way. I actually stopped playing sports in college because my daughter came along. So I wanted to make sure that I was a father for her, unlike other people I know. So I wanted to make sure that I was prevalent in her life. And so, and as we spoke about, my college athletics is a full-time job. I mean, you figure we had weightlifting in the morning, we had at lunch, we had open gym, and then in the evening we had practice. That was in the summer. And then once you get into the season, that's off season. So once you get into the season, it's like go, go, go. And so I didn't really, I don't know, the love of basketball kind of, you know, left me after I had a child. It was replaced by that. And so to this day, she's still my one and only daughter. Well, what happened was I ended up staying with, her mother and I were together and we lived a happy life. Traveled a lot to the Virgin Islands because that's where my daughter's mom was from. And so she wanted to have her born in the Virgin Islands. So I was there. And so, I had a teaching degree, and so I was working on student teaching and different things. And eventually, uh, her mother and I split. A couple years later, she ended up passing away from cancer. And so and then I ended up getting married. And my wife at the time decided out of the blue that she wanted to move to Texas, or she wanted to move. She said, I want to talk to you. So, okay. So I want to move. I said, well, what side of town do you want to move to? And she said, Texas. I'm like, San Antonio to be exact. I'm like, we know not one person in San Antonio, Texas.
Wow.
And she said, well, this is where the Lord said that we should be. And so, I'm like, who am I to? I can't argue with the Lord. So, but it's
So
been
you
the best thing that
you get
happened.
to, is that where, so does it start when you get there?
No, I just going to the barbershop. You know how the barbershop can be. And they kept telling me like it was a guy, he's a new home salesperson, and he does really well for D.R. Horton. Um and he kept telling me, you need to be a realtor, you need to be a realtor, you need to be a realtor. I'm like, man, whatever. So eventually, I worked at a career college as a program director for the high school completion program. And then I ended up leaving there and going to Everest Institute. And I was like, okay, it's enough jumping around. It's enough this. So I was in my cubicle, depressed, by the way, and I'm looking, doing my online classes for real estate. And I go home and tell my wife, I said, well, wife
You
at the
kind of
time, I said,
froze on me.
yeah, are you back?
Okay, I'm back. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll
So
see if my guy can edit that out.
okay. I was at Everest Institute and in my cubicle, depressed, doing my real estate courses, hiding from everybody so they can't see what I'm doing. And I passed my test on the first go around, and here we are.
Yeah. Not sure why it's freezing again. Totally frozen. Kito. Try and stop it for a second.